to the wonderful world of Waikato Sheds, my friends. We've got a special one today. We've got the compilation video, so we're going to do the final tour of this epic shed house in the hills above Paeroa. So we've got Jed Claude, the man behind the build here. Cheers, Jed.
Hey Jed, how's it going? Good.
We got Sean.
Hey Jace.
Hey Sean, good to see you as always.
Yep.
Jed came to us with this project a couple of years ago. He sent me pretty much this layout like so. I mean, we can zoom it in. There's a picture here. Here's a picture of this layout, and said, hey, I've got a client, good mate of mine, Connor and Tash, they're looking to build a shed house. What can we do? At that point we were looking at doing a standard portal frame with timber on the inside, but I said, hey look, that doesn't really work as well. Back then, massive timber shortages, cost increases, we can work with SteelHaus and do something way better. And literally this is what we've done. But I just thought, let's just talk to Jed for a moment, get a background, where you from, what do you build, what does Claude Construction do, because this is epic. So
yeah, so we're based in Tura on the Hauraki Plains. We cover any of the surrounding areas. This is starting to become one of our sort of specialties, I guess. Done a few shed houses now. We do all sorts of building works. We do a lot of renovations, new houses, and a bit of light commercial work as well, which is sort of along the same lines of this sort of shed fit out and build.
Awesome. So what we can do, if you're looking for a shed house already early on, you can speak to Jed, but you can speak to ourselves. We'll need some elevations and plans, and then Jed will be able to give you the price for the whole thing from start to finish. We've had, so that's it, you've been able to help them out all the way, site works, concrete, everything's
pretty well. We've done pretty much everything start to finish. When we started here, they had an empty grass paddock, and we've sort of worked with them. They've had as much input or as little as they've wanted, so a lot of it has just been left to me. But like in this particular case, they got a family member that's a plumber, so they sorted out the plumbing and drain laying. We can sort of work things like that in pretty easily.
So how you're actually mates with the owner as well, so
yeah,
he was telling me that you'd get him down here working, doing the small jobs, which would be pretty cool for the client as well, because you know it's his dream home, so he got to put some touches in here as well. Yeah,
so he wanted to help. Obviously was a little bit hesitant, but no, he was actually a massive help. We got him on the job, and he was great. Like, there's probably two reasons that was good for him. I mean, one, it saved him a bit of money, but two, the big thing was he was on site quite a lot, you know, so there's quite a few things inside that are like his own design or, you know, layout and stuff like that, so he was on site all the time to make sure it's basically worked out exactly how he wanted it.
Awesome. Oh, should we pop inside and have a look at the masterpiece, eh?
We do.
Okay, normally we would go to the workshop first because you guys know how much I love sheds, but we're going to show you the kitchen. We're going to show you the house first, so come on inside. Awesome, so we're inside the house. Crazy windy outside, extreme wind zone inside, beautiful quiet, absolutely lovely and warm. I'm just super impressed. Talk me through it, Jed. We've got this epic kitchen in here. What are the materials? What did you use and how did you create this?
Yeah, well, I don't know how well the camera's capturing it, but it's massive in here. I mean, part of this project was value based, but some of the reasoning behind that was to accomplish a lot. Like, you'll see that throughout the house. Huge area through here, huge kitchen, like massive stone bench top.
It's actually 10 metres from that wall to that wall in here. Checking the plans in here. So yeah,
this is bigger than some of the houses we've built.
Yeah. 55 square metres. So yeah, it's absolutely awesome. But you got all the gas hobs here. We've got a big walk-in pantry over there as well. Fireplace looks really cool. And I like some of the simple design. If we go down here, is you've also got all the grooved ply liner in there. It looks really flash. So one of the things we've talked about in this build is maximising value. Like, no matter what, if you're going to build new, it's going to cost. These days, everything's cost: material, labour, council, engineers, and all these things. But something that's been really smart is between Connor, Tash, and Jed, is they've gone and gone, okay, how do we maximise the money that's being spent here? And I suppose one of that was using steel, getting all these big clear span spaces. But what are the few of the other things that you guys have been doing in this place?
Some of the nicer features of it, like the feature we pointed out down there, that was, I wouldn't say it was an afterthought, like Connor always wanted something there, but he had no idea what he wanted, and that was pretty simple, pretty cheap, but well, it changes the whole space because it is one massive rectangle in here.
Yeah, that's really cool, these big sliding doors. Decks are going to wrap around. But should we check out the bathrooms? I've been real impressed. What do we want? Main bathroom, ensuite. What are we going for first, Sean?
I reckon we check out the ensuite. It's pretty impressive.
Alright, let's make it happen. I'm on the ensuite. Check the size of this out. I'm 6'3", and there's a huge amount of room in here. Get myself nice and clean. And this is epic. What they've done is they've been smart. They've built bigger with the steel and the ability to do that. And then they've used these materials just to extend it out. So you'll see that they're copied throughout both bathrooms and the toilets as well. So they've got some volume and buying in that there. But they've got this cool wall that's been designed here, floating in it as well. And then we'll roll it around. So you've got all of what you need in a bathroom. Heated towel rails, dual sinks, toilets, double glazed with a double window set up. So it's nice, warm, quiet, and really ideal. And so why don't we go through and follow me around. We've got a massive walk-in wardrobe. Like, this is epic. That we won't pry too much. We've got beautifully organised walk-in wardrobe, access up into the ceiling space. Then we come through here, absolutely awesome master bedroom. This is going to be opening off onto the deck. We've got a lovely view of these cute llamas, alpacas. I don't know what the difference is. They look lovely. Dora the Explorer would approve of the llamas. Alright, what do you think of this joinery? This is a little bit different. Worked in with Jed. Instead of having City Glass supply, we do love you City Glass. He got Fairview, his ones. But how epic are these?
It's awesome, like big pans as well, so you got massive view out there. From the master bedroom, that's what you want, you know. A lot of the places we go, the master bedroom does seem to be quite of a focus.
Yeah.
So if you talk to the architects about like the design and how you want your bedroom facing, obviously you want to maximise the view, so with this view you might as well make the most of it.
Alright, I showed you the ensuite. Why don't we get Sean to show you the main bathroom?
Alright guys, one thing I do want to point out as well, Jed actually looks after the concrete pad for the projects out back and also the house. Lovely polished floor, they've got carpet and stuff in the bedrooms, just a bit more of a homely touch, but I really like the polished floors. But follow me into this bathroom, very similar setup to the ensuite. A little bit smaller, same tiles on the wall and everything, but yeah, really all you need from a bathroom. I can see myself relaxing in here. It's quite a fancy little bougie little place, you know, getting ready for all the events and Christmas coming up. So yeah, it's a lovely little bathroom and it's cool to see. Alright guys, quick look at the bathroom. Now let's go check out this awesome 110 square metre garage. A lot of projects could be done in here. First of all, when you look over here, the most important part, the bar. Jason, I know you like to shoot bars. What do you reckon?
This is epic. We walked in here this morning, first thing I saw was this epic bar. Let's flash it back. We were talking in this kitchen a couple of months ago. I was like, how cool would it be to pass through those bifolds? And this is what we've got.
Yeah, it's real.
It's real. So how did you find doing this workshop part of it?
Yeah, not too bad. It's pretty straightforward really.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes together pretty quickly. Some of the finishing touches in here are the owners. They built this. No surprises really.
Looks great. So yeah,
You got to have your bar.
you got to have a bar. I always feel that the sheds are a little lonely without a bar. But that's it. Room for the pool. 110 square metre garage. You know, so you've got an epic house. Most people think, yeah, double garage, 40 square metres. What does this make it?
What were you saying? Sorry, I zoned out.
That's it. That's why he's on the
Leave that
big
in.
bucks, people. Let's just say it's massive. All right.
Massive garage.
This is YouTube brilliance here. All right. I'm glad you've been impressed with that. So how did you find the service of Sean when he was looking after you for the kit set and building this? Can we redeem him at the moment?
Did have to run out here a couple of times, eh?
Yeah, you know, they're good. They're good. I mean, anything that's missing, they get it straight out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see what...
A lot of the times we don't want that happening, but yeah, in this case it was, but we did whip it out pretty quickly. As long as you guys are telling us if there's damage or if there's missing products, then we can make sure it's going to be here soon, because we want these buildings to be completed just as fast as you guys, so I mean, the client's happy to get it in.
Nah, in all seriousness, like every project, you know, there's hiccups along the way. So the main thing is like having good guys to work with that, you know, all on the same page and we're all working towards getting it happening as quick as possible.
Just proactive, eh?
That's the thing, is guaranteed there's going to be problems on every project, but it's how quickly can you just come up with the solutions for it. And that's the key, it's just keeping it moving, keeping it happening. Nah, it's epic. It's so cool to see this place. Obviously Scotty's Bobcats, great local guy. Doing some finishing work in that here, but it's so cool to being able to see this from sand pads to initial deliveries, frames standing, it getting completed, and now it's done and the family's in there and enjoying it. So thanks Jed, it's been epic.
Thanks Jed, thanks for showing us around.
No worries.
Awesome, thanks guys.
Catch you on the next one.